assignments for wholesaling real estate. So, one of my last videos, I got a question about how do you assign contracts and how do you make sure you get paid. So, in this video, I'm going to address that for anybody who is curious about that process. So, here we go. And if this is your first time to my channel, my name is Millie. I've been wholesaling real estate for a little bit now. I've done quite a few deals. I've made over $100,000 in wholesaling real estate assignment fees, so I know a thing or two. So, like I said, I always say I'm not the best, but I am probably one of the most relatable real estate wholesalers out there. So, just trying to help you guys out because I know where you guys are at right now. So assigning contracts and what do you need to do it and how do you get paid? So first and foremost, what you need is a motivated seller. So you need to find a motivated seller that wants to sell their home at a discount. So, and there's many reasons why they would sell their house at a discount. Maybe they're going through a divorce. Maybe they owe back taxes or property taxes. Maybe somebody just died in their family and they inherited the property. They don't have the means to keep up with the upkeep or have no dreams of dealing with property, period. So they'll be willing to sell it at a discount. So it's many reasons why somebody will be wanting to sell at a discount. They might even want to relocate. They could be in pre-foreclosure, so, they are really motivated to sell because they don't want to get foreclosed on and have that on their credit and record, so they'll be willing to sell at a discount and not want market value. So, all right, you got a motivated seller. So, let's go, for instance, the ARV on a house is $150,000, so meaning that house when it's fixed up it's worth $150,000. So that's what ARV means, after repair value. So when you fix this house up, it's worth $150,000, right? So that's an ARV. So typically investors want a 30% discount. So you take that ARV of $150,000, right? And then you times that by 0.7, you'll get $105,000, right? So that's where you're at so far. So what you do then is you minus the repairs. So you want to minus repairs. So say it needs a new roof, needs new kitchen, needs new bathroom, whatever, right? So let's just throw a number out there. Let's say it needs about $30,000 in repairs. If it needs all that, it's gonna be more than $30,000. But for the sake of this video, let's say it needs $30,000 in repairs, and that brings us down to $75,000, right? So now we're at $75,000. So now your goal is you want to get under that $75,000 because that means you can sell this house / contract for maximum at least $75,000. It's rare buyers will pay over, but that's the number you can sell that house at. So now you want to get under $75,000. So when you are negotiating with your motivated seller, you want to get anything under 75, because however much you get under 75,000, that's how much your assignment fee will be. Literally, it's really that simple. So say the seller is like, you know what, you negotiate and I agree on a price for $50,000, right? So all right, and you use a purchase and sales agreement. So this is one that's already filled out. I've used this. This is an old one. So you use a purchase and sales agreement. You can use a paper or send a DocuSign if the seller has an email. All right. So you lock it up with a purchase and sales agreement for $50,000. Okay. So now you have it under contract. You have equitable interest in that property, right? So then what you do, so you're not assigning the house what you're doing is you're assigning the contract. You're assigning this for a higher price. So you remember the 75,000. So you got it locked up for 50, and you remember that 75,000. So you can sell it to an investor for $75,000 because you already remember the ARV is 150,000. You already minus the 30% discount for investors. They typically at minimum at least a 30% discount, right? And then you already minus the repairs. So, and for the sake of this video, we said 30,000. So now you're at that 75 mark. So you got this house under contract for 50. You can assign this contract stating you have the right to buy that house for 50,000. You can assign it to a buyer with this. These are all old contracts, but you can assign it with an assignment of contract to your buyer for $75,000, and you put the 75,000 on here, and he signs whatever you assign it, the contract that you have with the seller for 75,000. You take both contracts, right? So then you take both, whether it's email, DocuSign, or paper. You find a reputable title company that is wholesale friendly. You send both documents to the title company, okay? And they'll run title search and get closing scheduled and updated if everything is clear on the seller's end. So they'll schedule closing, and buyer will come in and bring the 75,000. All right, so the title company is gonna, disperse the funds accordingly. So seller gets 50,000 out of that 75, right? And then buyer gets the house, and then you get the middle in between, which is 25,000. And the title company will either cut you a check or you can get it wired to you. It's as simple as that. So, quick little recap, right? Found a motivated seller, wants to sell a house because they want to relocate, right? And the house is worth $150,000 after repairs are made. So you got it locked up at 50,000. Okay. You then assign this to buyer for 75,000. You take both of these and you send those to the title company. All right. Buyer brings $75,000. Seller gets 50,000 out of that 75,000, and you get the 25,000 that's left over, right? And always make sure your buyers pays the closing costs. It's really as simple as that. So after it's closing done, I like to get checks. But you'll get a check for that, for the 25,000. So it's as simple as that. Get the 2 pieces of paper signed or whatever, and send it to the title company, and they'll pretty much handle the whole transaction. It's as simple as that. If you got any questions, comment down below, like and subscribe. If you want to know where to get the contracts, I got some free contracts you can download them for free. Just click in my bio. It should be a link to my Stan store, and you should be able to download them for free. So there you go.